Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the Sai Niketan online classes digital mode. So now we are observing the resistors and previously completed variation of resistor with the temperature. Now we are coming to the resistors in series combination. Just I am revising that and this is the notes of that. So resistors in series combination. Already know that in series combination what will be same. Current flowing through each resistor is same but potential difference is different. So nothing but when the three resistors R1, R2 and R3 are joined to a battery as shown in the figure, then what you are observing that the potential difference across each resistor will be different or potential drop will be different. That is V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. But already you know that one. So this is what is that general formula according to Ohm's law. We know that one V is equal to IR. So what is the potential drop across the first one, second one and third one we are writing V1 equal to IR1, V2 is equal to IR2, V3 equal to IR3. Substituted there, already we are getting this answer. Everyone knows that one because in series combination what is the formula we are getting there. RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. So remember that in series combination current flowing through the each resistor is same but potential difference is different or potential drop is different. So therefore from the figure we are clearly understanding that what is V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3 we are getting there. Therefore IRS is equal to IR1 plus IR2 plus IR3 we are getting there by substituting that because V1 value know, V2 value know and V3 value we know. By solving that RS is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. What is the meaning of that? Here that is the equivalent resistance is equal to sum of the individual resistances. The equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of individual resistances. Sum of individual resistances. Now what about the equivalent resistance? See that one. So the equivalent resistance you are seeing that one when three resistors are connected in series combination. What about equivalent resistance is always greater than the greatest resistance in the combination. So you are taking best example for that R1 is equal to 1 ohm you are taking, R2 equal to 2 ohm and R3 equal to 3 ohm. In this one highest resistance is 3 ohm. By adding that how much you got there 6 ohm, 6 ohm is greater than 3 ohm. Nothing but what is that equivalent resistance is always greater than the greatest resistance in the combination. But remember in series combination current flowing through each resistor same. So I1 is to I2 is equal to I1 is to I2 is to I3 is equal to you are getting I is to I is to I only that is 1 is to 1 is to 1. But when you observe that potential difference or the voltage drop is different, V1 is to V2 is to V3 is equal to. So I will be cancelled there. So what you are getting there R1 is to R2 is to R3. But remember here the conditions are getting n resistors, different resistors are connected in series. Main formula are getting but identical resistors which is very important in that. For n identical resistors, what about resistors in series combination are getting their R plus N terms that is NR. So this is one of the important formula. When N resistors are connected in series, all those are identical. What is the effective resistance or the equivalent resistance are getting RS is equal to NR. Then next after that, when two resistors are connected in series to a battery, two resistors are connected in series and connected to a battery. So then how we are writing the potential drop across each resistor? V1 is to V2 is equal to, because already know that one. We know V is equal to IR only. So that V1 is equal to how much you are writing there? IR1. V2 is equal to how much you are writing there? IR2. Therefore V1 is to V2 is equal to how much you are getting? IR1 is to IR2 only. I and I cancel. So V1 is to V2 is equal to how much you got there? R1 is to R2. So how we can calculate what is the potential drop across the first resistor? V1 is equal to, what is the partage of that resistance? See that one? R1 divided by total parts R1 plus R2 into what is the total voltage or potential difference? That is V only. So that part is divided by total parts into total voltage. That is V got. Same thing I wrote there. Second one, V2 is equal to, what is the partage of the second one? R2, R2V divided by V1, that is R1 plus R2. R2 divided by that part is divided by total parts into potential difference. So from that V1 by V2 we calculate there, both will cancel. Already V1 and V2 formulas, we are getting R1 by R2. What is this? These are two different resistors. Now we are taking R and NR. When two resistors, that is one is R, next one is NR. Nothing but here indirectly meaning of that, what is that? You take R1 is equal to R and R2 is equal to NR. You substitute here V1 is to V2 is equal to how much you are getting there? 1 is to N1 because IR is to NIR. So the same current will flow through this one. So same current will flow and coming out of that. Same thing only, same thing, same current will flow through this. So V1 is equal to 1 into V divided by 1 plus 1 because what is the partage of that? V1 is to V2 is equal to what? 1 is to N. V1 equal to what is the partage of that? 1 divided by total parts 1 plus 1 into V. V2 equal to what is the second one partage? N divided by 1 plus N into V. That partage divided by total parts into total potential difference. That is about the series combination of resistors. Same way parallel combination. That is actually deleted syllabus. This is for KCET also this time they are not asking, but for NEET they will ask there. You have to practice that. Resistors in parallel combination. This is only for NEET, not KCET, because this portion already removed from the PUC part. At present. Now three resistors are connected in parallel combination R1, R2 and R3. So now it is connected to a battery as shown in the figure. In parallel combination, what about the potential difference you are observing there? In case of parallel combination, potential difference is same or voltage drop across each resistor is same, but current flowing through each resistor will be different. Current flowing through each resistor will be different. Then total current entering is I. It is the junction is there. So now it is dividing into three parts, I1, I2 as well as I3. Then I1 formula, what is that? We know V is equal to R. So I1 is equal to V by R1, I2 equal to V by R2, I3 equal to V by R3 because potential drop across each potential. That is, we have to observe that potential difference across each resistor, that will be same only. So I1 equal to V by R1, I2 equal to V by R2, I3 equal to V by R3 wrote there. Therefore 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So what is the meaning of this when you want to write clearly? See that I2 equal to V by R2 and I3 equal to V by R3. What is the meaning of that? 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The reciprocal of equivalent capacitance, the reciprocal of equivalent resistance is equal to the sum of reciprocals of individual resistances. So 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So when you see that one equivalent resistance always less than the least resistance in the combination, R1 equal to 1 ohm, R2 equal to 2 ohm, R3 equal to 3 ohm, then you are getting Rp is equal to 6 by 11, which is less than 1 ohm only. So nothing but it is always less than the least resistance in the combination. So n resistors are different you are taking and n identical resistors same way we are taking there. N resistors are different resistors we are taking. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus and so on 1 by Rn. But n identical resistors, nothing but you are getting 1 by Rp equal to n by R, from that Rp is equal to R by n. So different resistors, identical resistors. So now after this, see that one another point in that. Same way previously wrote now in the same way. Total current entering there, it is dividing into two parts. So what is the current flowing through each resistor? How much current is flowing through each resistor we calculated there. So see that one, I1 is to I2 is equal to V by R1 there, R2 to R1 only. How we can calculate the I1? What is the partage of that? R2 divided by total parts into total current. I2 is equal to, now what we can write is equal to partage of that one? R1 divided by total parts into total current. What is the partage of the second one? R1 only, divided by total parts into total current. So instead of that one, second case we are taking R1 is equal to R and R2 is equal to NR, both are connected in parallel combination. What is the answer we are getting? That is all. I1 is to I2 equal to N is to 1. First one means what we get? First part is divided by total parts into total current. Second one means second part is divided by total parts. Nothing but here 1 into I only. That is only. 1 into I means how much you are getting? I only. That's why I wrote I only previously. That is. That part is second one part is 1 only. 1 into total current divided by total parts. Right. Now another question they are asking generally. So when those are connected in parallel and series, then what is the ratio we are getting? R max by R minimum. When you are getting the maximum and minimum, are parallel by series or series by parallel, they are asking there. Maximum means we are getting in series combination, because what we are doing, all are adding only. No? So n number of resistors are for n identical resistors. For n identical resistors, what is the ratio of maximum when you are getting in series combination, minimum you are getting in parallel combination? N identical resistors you are taking there. What is the maximum possible resistance and minimum possible resistance? Maximum you are getting in series combination. Series combination means what we are writing there? NR divided by R by N in the parallel combination. So series, because maximum we are getting, and here parallel it is minimum. So what we are getting? RR cancel, N square divided by 1. Therefore R max by R minimum is equal to, we are getting N square. So this model also they will ask there. So this is a deleted syllabus for KSET, only for NEET part. Next, EMF, internal resistance, and as well as terminal potential difference. So this is the general concept in that. So see that one, all of you. What is EMF, internal resistance, and terminal potential difference? So what is EMF definition? The amount of work done to move the charge throughout the whole circuit. So what is that? The amount of work done to move the charge throughout the whole circuit, including the cell. That is called as EMF. And what is the equation for EMF? E is equal to W by Q. Essentially Joule per Coulomb or Volt, dimension formula. Next one, internal resistance. The resistance offered by an electrolyte. The resistance offered by an electrolyte between cathode and anode. Internal resistance depends on what factors? Concentration of the electrolyte, distance between the electrodes, shape and size of the electrodes, temperature. So generally we are observing that concentration of the electrolyte, distance between the electrodes, and the shape and size of the electrodes, as well as temperature. So as temperature increases, normally this is one of the important. Internal resistance decreases. So it is like directly proportional to the concentration, inversely proportional to the T, and like it is also inversely proportional, because temperature increasing, internal resistance decreasing there. Suppose you are taking one resistor, so here which is connected to a cell as shown in the figure, cell having the EMF and internal resistance, indirectly we are writing in this way or in this way, both are correct only. Then what is the current flowing through the circuit? Total EMF by total resistance in the circuit. I is equal to what is the EMF of the T divided by what is the total resistance? External resistance as well as internal resistance. What is small r indicating there here? Internal resistance. Internal resistance of the cell. I is equal to E divided by R plus R. Next, coming to the next one after that. What is the potential drop across that resistance? V is equal to IR only. I value got there, we substituted. This is the one of the important formulas. Two are important formulas only. Next, discharging the cell and as well as charging the cell formulas compulsory. Everyone you have to practice there. Discharging the cell and charging the cell. Discharging the cell means V is equal to E minus IR only. V less than E, because minus sign is there means compulsory it is less than the EMF only. No, that is charging means terminal potential difference is greater than E, V greater than E we are getting. These are the two important points that you have to practice all of which are means no current is secured. Then EMF of the cell is equal to another definition what we can write. EMF of the cell is equal to the terminal potential difference when no current is flowing through the circuit. When current flowing through the circuit is zero or no current is flowing through the circuit, EMF of the cell is equal to the terminal potential difference. For a short circuit, if it is short circuited means what you have to take their potential difference is zero only, then in that case what are getting there? E minus IR is equal to 0. From that I is equal to E by R we are getting there. So these are the two conditions in that when for open circuit and for the short circuit. Short circuit in the sense simple only. This is the resistor. For that we draw, we connect a wire like this. So that is nothing but this resistor is short circuited. Means that current, suppose it is connected to a battery like that. Suppose imagine that. What happens? This current will not flow through this one. Directly it will go like this and it will come back like this. You know that one. Means resistor is short circuited there. That is the meaning of that. So nothing but it is like a, when you are connecting a wire around that one. So see that one very simple example we can tell to you that is. So this is we connected there. So it is battery suppose. So this is how it is like a rough road for that one. So because it will oppose the current, no, that is. So but it is like a highway. It will go and it will come back. There is no opposition at all. So that is only we are talking about. So this is nothing but what happens when you are connecting a wire like that. So meaning of that is resistor is short circuited there. Resistor is short circuited there. Next, another important one in that maximum power transfer theorem, which is very important. That one you have to practice all of you. Maximum power transfer theorem. So see that one maximum power transfer theorem means already we studied their electric power formulas. What is the electric power formulas? Power is equal to voltage into current or V into I. That is we can write as we know V equal to R. That we can apply I is equal to V by R only. Substitute V by R. How much you are getting? V square by R. Otherwise this one you can write as in another form. P is equal to V means IR into I, that equal to P is equal to I. All these are we are getting there. Next one, maximum power transfer theorem. So that is nothing but to get the maximum power, what is the relation required, that you have to practice the derivation just for our understanding only. So already told to you, when you are taking a cell having a EMF and internal resistance R that is connected to external resistance, then what is current flowing through the circuit? I is equal to E divided by R plus R only. So continuation, that's what we are telling. So electric power later once again clearly we will discuss, but the main formula we know that P is equal to I square R or V square by R, V into A, different conditions are there. Now P is equal to I square R, that is we substituted there and equation number 1 you got. But to get the maximum or minimum condition, you know that what is that slope must be equal to 0. Same way to get maximum power, what is the condition how to apply? dP by dr equal to 0. What formula, differentiation formula applied there? Differentiation of u by v, that is vu dash minus uv dash divided by v square. See that one all of you. E square is a constant you wrote outside. D by dr of r divided by r plus r whole square equal to 0. Then first one, this is u and this is v is there. So that is v into u dash minus again second case u into v dash. That is we done. So here nothing but of that is equal to r and v is equal to r plus r. So indirectly these are the two values we used there. See the calculation, so it is cross multiplying there here. 0 into anything 0, remaining you are writing there r plus r whole square. into 2R into R plus R equal to 0. You send that side, it will be cancelled. R plus R equal to R, therefore small r equal to capital. Nothing but when external resistor is equal to internal resistance, then you are getting the maximum value of the power. So to get the maximum value of power, what we done that one? We calculate in this way, we got that one. So nothing but when external resistor is equal to internal resistor, then you are getting maximum power we are getting. So what is the maximum power value? See that one, P max is equal to how much you got? What is the power formula we got there? P is equal to, see that one clearly. Equation number 1, all of you from equation number 1. Substitute in 1 means 2 means this is only small r equal to capital R only. That is we are substituting here. Then what you got? P is equal to E square by 4R. But already we know that one, since small r equal to capital R from equation number 2. That's why we are getting this. But when you draw a graph between them P and R, so what we are getting there? This is the curve we are getting. So mainly 3 points you have to remember. Point number 1, when it is maximum, small r equal to capital R. This is the you have to remember. Second one, what is the value of that? P max equal to E square by 4R and E square by 4 small r. And third one, graph. These are the 3 points you have to practice a derivation just for your understanding only. You have to apply the differentiation formula for that. Next, combination of cells, series combination, parallel combination. These are also easy only. So, series combination and parallel combination of cells we are discussing to you. What is that combination of that? See that. Series combination and parallel combination. So, when you are observing the two cells having the EMFs E1 and E2 and internal resistances R1 and R2 are connected in series, then what is the formula you are getting there? Equivalent EMF and equivalent internal resistance you are getting. Suppose one of the cell is reversed, then EMF is negative only. So equivalent is equal to E1 minus E2, but R equivalent will be same, R1 plus R2 only. Now you are taking n different cells, n identical cells also we are taking there. For n different cells, what is the equation we are getting there? See that one, n different cells we are getting, these are the equations we are getting. E equivalent is equal to E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus and so on En. R equivalent equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3 plus and so on Rn. But for n identical cells, what are getting? Equivalent is equal to E plus and so on n terms. Then how much are getting? Ne only. So these are the two important points for n different cells and identical cells. What is the? This is the one of the important point. Compulsory everyone have to remember that one. Equivalent R we are getting there. Next one, out of n cells, m cells are connected wrongly. Suppose you are taking 10 cells, one cell is connected wrongly, then what about the equivalent EMF and equivalent internal resistance? One cell reversed means that EMF becomes negative, that is out of 10, one cell reversed means what happens? That cell and another cell both will be cancelled EMF. Then what you are getting there? Suppose you take n is equal to 10 only according to that, and m is equal to one of the cell reversed. How much you are getting? Out of 10 cells, m cells are connected wrongly. Out of 10 cells, one cell is connected wrongly, or out of n cells, m cells are connected wrongly. What is equivalent EMF? This is also another important point you have to remember, which is important for the examination point of view. So, what is the cell you reverse? It will cancel with the other, remaining cell will be present there, that is. Next one. So the same continuation. So n cells, identical cells we are taking there. Those are connected in series and which is connected to a external resistance. Which is connected to a external resistance. What is that you are writing? I is equal to total EMF divided by total resistance in the circuit. What is the total EMF? And n number of cells are connected in series, identical cells. Just now only wrote there. Ne divided by total resistance means Nr plus R only. Therefore, I is equal to Ne divided by R plus Nr we are getting there. Same way, the parallel combination. See that one parallel combination. Those are also in the exactly same manner we have to write there. The same points will cover. Parallel combination, see that one. So when two cells having the EMF E1 and E2, internal resistance R1 and R2 are connected in parallel combination, let I be the current flowing through that, then it is dividing into two parts I1 and I2. Then what is the equivalent EMF we are getting there? E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 plus R2. Equivalent internal resistance, what we are getting? 1 by R equivalent equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now we are writing E equivalent by R equivalent. So E equivalent already know, R equivalent also we got there. So E equivalent by R equivalent, R1 plus R2 cancel. Then we are getting this one. That is E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by. So what are R2 we are getting there. So that is what are that. E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. Then I split that one, E1 R2 by R1 R2 first part, E2 R1 divided by R1 R2. So by solving that we got E equivalent by R equivalent equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2. But n cells, these are different cells now. E equivalent by R equivalent is equal to how much you wrote? E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 plus n so on plus En by Rn. But 1 by R equivalent from that, because n number of resistors are connected in parallel combination, you know, same thing will applicable here. But remember, when n cells are identical cells are connected in parallel combination, what is equivalent EMF we are getting? The same thing you studied there. In parallel combination, potential difference will be same. The same thing here, n cells, identical cells are connected in parallel, equivalent EMF is equal to E. R equivalent is equal to R by N. This is the one of the important point in that. So roughly we are showing that one E1, R1, E2, R2 and so on like that. So we are connecting there another one like this. N number of cells are there connected in parallel combination. All are having the EMF, equivalent EMF and internal resistance. Then what about the formula we are getting there? That is so. That is we can write as a normal cases we draw in that one. But now we are taking all are same. E comma R, E comma R and so on, E comma R. So current anyhow it will be dividing there, that is we are writing normally. Current will show that one, it is dividing into the three parts. It is a junction, no? So that is nothing but we are writing there here clearly. So it is connected to external resistance. I is equal to total EMF divided by total resistance in the circuit. All are now identical only, that is. So E divided by R plus R by N. Why you wrote that one? Total EMF is same, that is E only. R plus what is the n number of resistors are connected in parallel, effective resistance becomes R by N only. So modify that one, you take LCM, E divided by NR plus R divided by N. That N we send to the R. I is equal to how much you are getting when you are coming to the numerator. So that is when you are coming to the numerator part, then how much you are getting NE divided by NR plus R. Next, coming to the mixed grouping of cells, like this, see that one, mixed grouping of cells are there. So n number of cells are connected in series like that, m number of rows are there. What we have to do for that? Same formula, total EMF by total resistance. What is that? N number of resistors are, n number of cells are connected, having the internal resistance R, those are connected in series, Ne, plus, so next second point, how to observe another point in that one, external resistance is there, plus, how many rows are there like that? M rows are there, NR by M. Total EMF divided by total resistance in the circuit, that is we will got MNE divided by MR plus NR. But here another very important point, when the current flowing through the circuit is maximum, they will ask to you, remember that one. This is the one important equation. Maximum power transfer theorem, exactly the same way how to do that. By solving that, we will get MR is equal to NR only. current flowing through the circuit is maximum if MR is equal to NR. Just to substitute here, what is the answer you are getting there? I is equal to NA divided by 2R only. Same way, maximum value only we are calculating now. So maximum value means nothing but what we are substituting the list of MR is equal to NR only. So we got the answers, two answers, that is we wrote here in that. So up to here you have to practice that one. All of you what we covered, resistors in series and parallel combination not there for CET, and this is remaining part is there, and remaining part both for CET and NEET. But NEET will be there, so for NEET that total syllabus will be there what to discuss. Only for CET according to the deleted syllabus portion, that resistors in series and parallel combination is not there. Remaining you have to practice compulsory. Then coming to the problems in that. So problems, you see that one, we will discuss the problems in that. Yesterday we discussed some of the problems in that, and remaining we will discuss to you. Last we completed 20. Next 21 onwards you have to see that one. Range of resistivity of the metals they are asking there. Range of resistivity of the metals. So that I will show to you what is the actually in NCERT they given based on exactly they taken that one, that is 10 power minus 8 ohm meter to 10 power minus 6 ohm meter. So I will share to you, that is also what are the questions I will discuss later. I will share to you. Wire bound resistors are made by the alloys only, like manganene, constantan, nichrome, and these are insensitive or independent on. Their resistivity is almost all independent on temperature. So now the wire bound resistors are made up of by using the alloys like manganene, constantan and nichrome. That is the fourth option. The resistivity of alloy of manganene is either manganene, constantan or nichrome. What I already told you, there is nearly independent on temperature. Their resistivity of alloys like manganene, constantan, nichrome nearly independent on temperature. Arrange the following materials in the increasing order. Arranging the following materials in the increasing order, that is I will discuss to you. See that one. So copper, nichrome, germanium, silicon they given in that. So nichrome, copper, germanium and silicon. So what is the order we are getting there? That is the first one. Why it is first one? Just I will share to you. See that. Right. So see that one. This is the NCERT page they given to you. So just I will enlarge that one. You can understand all of you what we are discussing to you. Right. See that one, resistivity range. First question we discussed there. This is only this part only up to some of them silver, copper, and that range we given to them. So that is we discussed to you some of them. Next after that, now the question they are asking about that. See that one, silicon having the highest value. This is 0.46 is there. Next after that, nichrome, you see that one, how much is there. Next after that, the silver or copper or this only, that is you observe there. So what is the question they are giving there? From that you can understand very easily what they are asking in that. See that the resistivity of alloy of manganene we discussed. Now nichrome, copper, germanium, silicon. So after what is that, copper having the less value. Next after that, nichrome, germanium, silicon. This order it is going on increasing there. Copper is least, silicon is maximum. So then in that case we are getting the order for that. Copper less than nichrome, less than germanium, less than silicon. See the order. That's why I shown to you because it is important for us. So that is based on the NCERT questions. No, that's right. So see that one, copper is there. Copper is the second one, 1.7 into 10 power minus 8. Next one is nichrome. Next one is germanium, 0.46. Next one is 2000 300 is there. So according to that order we wrote there, that is. So that we have to practice there. And another point, you see that one, what they given about wire bond resistors, see that one. Totally two types are there. One is wire bond resistors, next one is carbon resistors are there. Wire bond resistors made up of alloys only. What are that? Manganese, constantan, nichrome are similar ones. That is. So because reason for that clearly, their resistivities are relatively insensitive to the temperature, almost or nearly independent on temperature. That is all I discussed to you. Almost all those are insensitive or nearly independent on temperature. So based on that questions they given to you in this now. Right. So now coming to the remaining questions, according to that what they asked. So based on that we shown to you what is required for us. So this will be completed there up to 24. Next one. 25th question. What is the order of magnitude of the resistance of dry human body? So that is the general one, because we are not solving problem. This is the fixed theory question. What is the order of magnitude of the resistance of a dry human body? That is 10 into 10 cube ohm only. Nothing but 10 power 4, that is we can write as 10 kilo ohm. That is the one point you have to remember, that there is no special calculation for that. Generally scientists they calculate and they given some of the values there. What is the order of magnitude of the resistance of a dry human body? That is 10 kilo ohm. Next one, two copper wires of length L, 2L have the radii R and 2R respectively. What is the ratio of these specific resistances? 26, you see that one? Already we told to you, R is equal to rho L by A, and rho is independent on L and A. Rho doesn't depend on, because rho is like a constant, is independent on length and area of cross section. Then length will be changing, radius are different, then what is the use of that? No use. So that is, we are getting 1:1, because reason for that is independent on length and area or the radius only. Next one, 27th one, you see that one all of you, which is the important one in that 27th one. A resistor is marked with the rings colored brown, black, green and gold. Order already we discussed to you. What is that? B.B. Roy, Great Britain, very good wife wearing gold silver necklace. Our second one, black brown rods of your gate become very good when given gold silver color. So already first one is black starting color, but it is not there in that one. So then after that, next one is what is that? Order black brown only. So that is one they given according to that. Into what about the green? Next one they given there. That is we have to take there. And next one gold tolerance, how much is there? So nothing but what is this green indicating? Decimal multiplier only. First significant digit, second significant digit, next one after that decimal multiplier, and this is the tolerance. So that value you are getting there in that. So by solving that. So see that one how we are writing that the resistance in ohm. Order already you know the colors, what is the green color, and remaining also I will share to you, we discussed to you already. Black, brown, green, gold. So what the colors are of that already know that one. So just I will share to you what we discussed to you in the class. Just once you see that you can get idea. Already table is there with you. Clearly we discussed to you. Just I will share to you, then it is easy to understand that what I am telling. See that one. These are the colors only. Green. How much is there? 10 power 5 is their green value. 10 power 5. Okay, so that you remember. So that is only we wrote in that form. So first one according to the colors. First one what is that? 1, 0 into 10 power 5 plus or minus 5%. That is only they wrote like 1 into 10 power 6 only. No? How we can write that one? 1 into 10 power 6 plus or minus 5%. That is the fourth option we are getting. Next one, 28. The resistance of a heating element is 99 ohm at room temperature. What is the temperature of the element if the resistance is found to be 116 ohm? Temperature coefficient of material of the resistor they given to you. So see that problem, how we can solve that one. Question number 28. So 28, 29 I will explain. Same models only they given 30 and 31. You have to solve that one. Okay, right. See that one. This little bit calculation part is there for that one. Twenty-eighth question. So values to write first what they given in that 28th question. See the question once again all of you. The resistance of a heating element is 99 ohm at room temperature they given there. 99 ohm at a room temperature. Next, what is the temperature of element if the resistance is found to be 116 ohm? So initially room temperature and some other temperature is required they are asking there. So that is RT is equal to some R0 or R2 is equal to, like that also we can write. So R2 is equal to R1 into 1 plus alpha into delta T, that is T2 minus T1. R2 value they given to you. How much they given R2 value? See that one? 116.99. This is 116, this is 99 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. But alpha value also they given there. How much value they given? See that all of you. Alpha value later we can substitute. 1.7 into 10 power minus 4. 1.7 into 10 power minus 4 per degree Celsius. No, that is. So now see that one. 116 minus 99. So this is just multiply there inside. You can understand very clearly what is there in there. Otherwise you can do divided by, you can send that. Your choice, nothing will happen in that. Your choice, that is how we are doing the calculation, that is very important, that much only. So otherwise you can do this one divided by 99, you do that equal to 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. So 116 99 minus 1 equal to alpha into T2 minus T1. Therefore 116 divided by 99 means 116 minus 99, how much you are getting there? 17 only, no? So 17 by 99 is equal to alpha value 1.7 into 10 power minus 4 into T2 minus T1. T1 is room temperature they given there. So how many times it will be cancelled? 10 times only. Therefore, so T2 minus T1 is equal to 10 into this 10 power minus 4 is sent that side. This is. So therefore T2 minus T1 equal to 10 power 5 by 99. Nothing but what is that in yearly? It is 1 lakh. 1 lakh divided by 99 only. So actually this is normally approximately how much chance you are getting 100 cancel get 1000. I know that one, but anyhow just exact value required, that is I will share to you how much you are getting. Divided by 99. That is 1010. So see that one 1010.10 we are getting there in that. So roughly it is 1010. Point like that we are continuing, no issue about that. Therefore T2 equal to 101 plus T1, 101 plus what is that? 27 we are getting there. So how much answer we are getting roughly? It is 1037 degrees Celsius. So see that one, what is the answer we got there for that? Right, see that one. 10, this is exact value I am not taking, roughly 1010, that part only taken. No? 1010 point something we got, but roughly we taken and we got. Next, second one, 29th one, the resistance of a wire, platinum resistance, thermometer at ice point they given to you, 5 ohm, and steam point that is they given as some value given to you. And next after that, they given When thermometer is inserted in a unknown hot bath, its resistance is found to be 5.5 ohm. The temperature of the hot bath they are asking. It is also very simple. See the formula for that. RT minus R naught. Actually, you are getting in the platinum resistance thermometer concept. It is in first you are studying in the thermal properties of mechanical properties of liquids. After that, next chapter thermal properties of matter. There only we are studying there in the starting after the temperature scales. RT minus R naught divided by T minus 0 is equal to R100 minus R naught divided by 100 minus 0. Values to substitute there. RT means resistance at T degrees Celsius. They given their unknown hot bath, that is 5.5. And what is the resistance at 0 degrees Celsius? Ice point means 0 only, no? 5 divided by T minus 0 equal to R100. At steam point they given 5.25 minus 5 divided by 100 minus 0. 5.5 minus 5 means how much? It is 0.5 divided by T, that is 0.25 by 100. So 0.25 how many times cancel? 2 times only. The cross multiply, that T is equal to 2 into 100, 200 degrees Celsius. That is the second option. Exactly similar models only there. Question number 30 and 31. You have to solve that one. Exactly similar models. I am not changing any that, but based on the 28th question how you solve it, based on that similar models 30 and 31. Only difference in that here voltage and current they are given, from that to calculate resistance. Other resistance they are not given directly. What is that? Resistance is equal to voltage divided by current only. From other resistance we are getting R2 is equal to R1 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. We can calculate that. So same models are there, 30 and 31. You try to solve those two questions exactly by applying the same formula. R2 is equal to R1 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T1. You have to solve that one and you will get that. Next 32 question. Figure A and figure B both are showing the variation of resistivity with the temperature. Yesterday we discussed this one. This is for conductors. It is showing that means the resistivity of conductor increasing with the increase in temperature. And for semiconductors, how it is, the resistivity decreases with increase in temperature. It is like a linearly, like directly proportional. You have to imagine that almost all proportional, and this is like inversely proportional. As temperature increases, what is the resistivity of semiconductors? Decreasing only. So that is the answer for that. Conductors and semiconductors, they have to give for that. Yes, conductor and semiconductor, that is the first option. Now this is also we discussed to you that I shown wire bond resistors concept. Nichrome or manganese is widely, these are alloys used in wire bond resistors, standard resistors, because of their, those are insensitive or nearly independent on temperature. Nearly independent on temperature. So what is the answer we are observing there? So clearly we are observing question number 33. So see that one, question number 33. What is the answer we are getting in that? So nichrome and manganese, those are alloys. Already I told to you, those are insensitive to the temperature. So by solving that, what is the answer we can tell to you? Temperature independent resistivity, very weak temperature dependent resistivity, that is they given there. So what is the answer we have to choose that one? Normally it is very weak temperature dependent. Almost all, we are telling that not nearly independent on, almost all nearly independent on temperature. That is very weak temperature dependent on resistance. Almost all it is like independent but not exactly. That is only we mentioned properly how to mention that. Next, with increase in temperature, the conductivity of. Already we discussed to you, resistivity increases for conductors. Resistivity increases for conductors, and for semiconductors what happens, it is decreasing. But conductivity, what is that? Reciprocal of resistivity only, no? So sigma is equal to 1 by rho. Now for resistors what happens? For metals what about their resistivity? Increases with the increase in temperature. But conductivity is exactly opposite to that. Nothing but with increase in temperature, the conductivity of the metals, with increase in temperature, what is the conductivity of metals? Decreases, and semiconductors increases there. That is the second option. Normal cases, what is that one? Resistivity for metals increases, semiconductor decreases. but anyhow it is a reciprocal of that one, or reverse relation, inversely proportional relation. That's why again it will change. Semiconductors increases and that of metals decreases there. That is the options we are getting there. In that we have to practice in that. So mainly with increase in temperature, what is happening? That is we have to observe all of you that. So that is the point we are covering in that one normally, and which are very important for us based on that concept with increase in temperature, what about the conductivity, and after that wire bond resistor based concept I showed in NCERT, based on that only questions they framed in that. So with that, this part we completed there. Electrical energy power we will not discuss, and remaining questions based on the combination of resistors. See that one, some of the questions will cover to combination of resistors. Right. So see the questions in that one, what we are discussing in that, the last one what we discussed to you, clearly can understand that. Right now, in the series combination of two or more than two resistances, what happens? So already you know that one, in series combination, what will be same? The current flowing through the each resistor will be same, but voltage drop is different. That is only we discussed to you. That is the first option will be correct. The current through each resistor will be same. So next 43, it is based on the power. Still that power concept is not over. Later I will discuss to you clearly everything. Power concept you do, then it is better to discuss that time. Next, combine three resistors 5 ohm, 4.5 ohm, 3 ohm such that in which case you are getting the maximum value of resistance. I already told you in series combination you are getting maximum resistance. Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, 5 plus 4.5 plus 3. That is how much you are getting? 5, 3, 8. 8 plus 4.5, 12.5. This is the maximum value we are getting. Next, the total resistance in the parallel combination. Parallel combination is, what is the formula for that? You have to apply 1 by R is equal to 1 by 9 plus 1 by 7 by 1 by 5. LCM, how much you are getting there? Same thing, 9 into 7 into 5 only. We kept like that only. So first 7, 35. Here I will do the calculation by side. Wait for that. (63) into 5. 5 3 just 15. 315. So that is nothing but 35 just plus 7, 45 just plus 5, 63 just. Okay, that is 63, 45, 35. 45, 35 means 80, 143 divided by 315. Therefore, R is equal to 315 divided by 143. So how much you are getting? That calculation, or that we can use the calculator for our convenience. So roughly you can calculate it, or don't use calculator, in your home time is there, so to solve that one, so use that one. Normally only you solve that one, that is 2.20. That is the fourth option you are getting there. 2.20 ohm you are getting there for that by solving that case. That is the question number 45. So what is the answer we are getting there for the 45 question? See that all of you. The total resistance in the parallel combination of three resistors, by solving that we are getting. Next, equivalent resistance in a ohm of the given network they are asking there. Given network they are asking there. See that one, question number 46, all of you. This is the starting point, this is the ending point. 3 ohm, 4 ohm, 5 ohm, 6 ohm. All are in series only. Right? You can draw in this way. 3 ohm, 4 ohm, 5 ohm, 6 ohm. What is the equivalent resistance? 3 plus, 4 plus, 5 plus 6, 3, 4, 7, 7, 5, 12, 12 plus 6, 18 ohms. That is the next one. Which of the arrangement of 3 ohm resistors will give a total resistance? That is, they are asking in that one. So remember that. So what we are getting there. So question what they are asking, which arrangement of 3 resistors will give a total resistance of 7 ohm. So see that one, just to write the 3 ohms, then you can understand very clearly how much answers we are getting. So series one we are getting the maximum value, that is 9 ohm we are getting, but in the parallel combination least value. So it is not possible, it is not possible. Here 3 ohm and this is 3 ohm, that is also not possible. Right. So these three are in parallel. Parallel means how much you get? 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. That is 3 by 3, that equal to 1 ohm. Right. Now it is possible 3 ohm and 3 resistors 1 ohm and 3 another one. So therefore R equivalent equal to 7 ohms we are getting. That is the fourth option we are getting there, D only. Next, the equivalent resistance of series combination of 4 resistors is S. If they are joined in parallel, the total resistance is P. The relation between S and P they given as S is equal to NP. See that one, when n number of resistors are connected in series combination, parallel combination I discussed to you. So now equivalent resistance of series combination of 4 resistors. 4 resistors means what are getting there? 4R only. N into, and 4 resistors are connected in parallel combination. What is the effective resistance are getting? R by N only. This is NR, instead of N how many is there number? 4 resistors. 4R and this is R by 4. R cancel, cross multiply that, N is equal to 4 into 4, that equal to 16. Next one. 5 equal resistance of 10 ohm are connected between A and B as shown in the figure. What is the resultant resistance is? So first identify that one, these two are in series, these two are in series. So series means what are getting there here? 10 and 10 are in series means you will get 20 ohm. Next 10 ohm. Next once again here also this is 20 ohm. But wires are there like this. So that's why indirectly what is all the 3 are now? Parallel combination only. Therefore 1 by R is equal to 1 by 20, 1 by 10, 1 by 20. So 1 by R is equal to LCM is 20 only for that. 1 plus 2 plus 1, that is 4 by 20. Therefore R equal to 20 by 4, that equal to 5 ohms we are getting. That is the second option we are getting there. Next one. Choose the correct combination of 3 resistors, 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 3 ohm to get an equivalent resistance of 11 by 5 ohm. All the 3 are in parallel, impossible, because 1 by 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3, how much are getting? Already taken example, we got there for that, 6 by 11 by solving that. So nothing but it is not correct. All the 3 are in series, series means 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6. 1 and 2 are in parallel and 3 is in series with the both. 1 and 2 are in parallel means how much you get? 2 by 3, R1, R2 by R1 plus R2 only, plus 3. So how much you are getting there? 11 by 3. Next 2 and 3 are combined in parallel. So it is also not correct. First one, second one not correct. Next fourth one automatically correct, but anyhow we'll check that. 2 and 3 are in parallel means 2 into 3 by 2 plus 3 plus 1 ohm which is connected in series. 6 by 5 plus 1 that equal to 11 by 5 ohm. That is the fourth option. Correctly got the fourth option. Next, equivalent resistance of the given network between the points. All these are in, so the top one is 3 ohms. All these are in 3 ohms. Top one, 3, 3, 3, 3 like that is continued. And this one is 2 ohms, 2 ohms, 2 ohms, 2 ohms, 2 ohms, 2 ohms. So first anyhow, one circuit you calculated one part of that, then it is easy to calculate the remaining one. So see that one. So first one part I am calculating there, only this much part. 3 and 3 are in what combination series? 6 only. Next 2 and 2 series 4. So both are in parallel means 6 into 4 by 6 plus 4. That is 24 divided by 10. That is, so what you are getting there for that one? So calculation part you are getting 2 5 jars to 12 jars, 12 by 5. So like that, how many are combinations are there? Another combination is there, another combination. So totally 3. All are in series combination. Therefore, R equivalent is equal to 12 by 5 plus 12 by 5 plus 12 by 5. That is equal to how much you are getting there? 36 by 5 ohms. 36 by 5 ohms. Next one, 52 question. N resistors each of resistance R. First come into maximum effective resistance. One second. 52 question combination remaining was required for us. So here it is there. Minimum effective resistance, the ratio of maximum and minimum effective resistance they are asking. Minimum effective resistance, maximum effective resistance ratio they are asking there. R max by R minimum. That is only another point I discussed in the theory. Maximum means in series combination NR. Minimum means in parallel combination R by N. It will be cancelled N square by 1 only. That is the second option we are getting. Next, the equivalent resistance between A and B for the circuit as shown in the figure. So see that one. This is 4 ohm, 5 ohm, 8 ohm, 6 ohm, 5 ohm. This is the given to you. First you have to observe these two are in series combination 5 and 8, 13. 13, these two are in series, with that it is in parallel combination. So 13 and 6 parallel means 13 into 6 by 13 plus 6. So that is 78 divided by 19. So then 4 ohm, now I can draw in this way, 4 ohm, 78 by 9 and 5 ohm. But again problem will come, 78 by 9 means again, so approximately 19 4 jars, you see that one. 19 4 jars how much? 76 only. So 4 point something it will be cancelled, that is approximately 4.1 ohm. All the three, how those are? Both, all the three are in series combination only. So 4 plus 4.1 plus 4. How much you are getting there for that one? So see that one, equivalent resistance between A and B. So now we are calculating that. So 8 and 5 value is correct only, we can take an S. This is 6 ohm, 5 ohm and 8 ohm. So after that, when 5 and 8 are in series combination, so that's why you are getting 13. 13 and 6 both are in parallel combination. 13 into 6 divided by 13 plus 6 only we are getting there in that. So this is 5 you have to take there, we misread that one. This is 5, 4 plus 4.1. So 13 into 6 divided by 13 plus 6, 78 by 19 we got there, 4.1 roughly. So 4 ohm, 4.1 ohm and 5 ohm. That is only 4, 9, 4 plus 5 means 9, 9 plus 4.1, that is 13.1 ohm we are getting. So remaining questions in the next class we will continue that one. So already some of the questions are there, that is level 2 question I will discuss to you later anyhow, no problem. All the questions will cover to you, no problem at all. So the thing in that one, utilize your time, do work, stay home, be safe and be careful. So very important one it is, because COVID is spreading more and more fast, so you have to take precautions. So take care of you and take care of your parents. So stay home, be safe, do work, we'll get a success in our life compulsory, do the hard work. So now it is a correct time to do the hard work, because everyone staying in home, no problem, nothing.